There is a new ADU grant that's currently happening right now in California. So I'm going to make a quick update on it, and whether or not you'll take advantage of it is depending on your financial situation. So just to summarize, as you can see that California is currently having a housing shortage problem, and especially when there's a huge population moving in and another population moving out, there is a massive incentive to build more housing in California. But thanks to a lot of red tape and regulation, and of course, not in my backyard, now California has decided to offer a grant for people to build an ADU, an accessory dwelling unit, in a backyard for a single family home. To figure out whether you qualify or not, here I'm going to list out what you need to do to fill out with your loan officer if you're planning to basically build a rental property in your backyard if it's large enough. So the grant is offering up to $40,000 or more of free money basically. It's called the Opportunity CalHFA, the ADU grant. If you are thinking of building a ADU in your backyard in California, you may want to check this out. So there was a new funding laws that also went into effect that incentivized and promoted the creation of ADUs, also known as granny flats, in-law units, backyard cottages, or secondary units. So ADUs are innovative, affordable, effective option for adding much needed housing in California. Because let's face it, they couldn't figure out any other options to build more housing because you have a limited amount of space and you have a massive amount of people who are looking for affordable homes, which is not possible. So over the past years, California's housing production has not kept pace with market demand. The lack of housing has caused soaring prices where homes are even available, or has left Californians with no choice but to commute much further out from where they find work suitable to housing. Housing alternatives such as accessory dwelling units, ADUs, are on the rise to assist with the housing shortage outside of just relying on traditional construction models. So the CalHFAs have this ADU grant that provides up to $40,000 towards pre-development and non-reoccurring closing costs associated with the construction of the ADU. So that means you have pre-development costs, which also include site prep, you got architectural designs, you got permits, soil tests, impact fees, property surveys, and energy reports. If you are considering adding an additional unit to your house, please go to... There are some requirements that are needed to be fulfilled before you can apply for this grant. So first, it has to be an owner-occupied properties. Second, income limits are very high, such as in Los Angeles is $180,000, San Diego $211,000, Fresno/Tulare $159,000, you got Alameda/Contra Costa $282,000, Inland Empire $173,000, Sacramento, Placer, and El Dorado $202,000. So check if you qualify, and you can ask your loan officer to apply for this grant if you're planning to build an ADU in your backyard. So far, they have only disbursed around $20.5 million out of the $48 million of reserve that California has provided for ADU grants. So if you are looking to take advantage of this grant, go to the CalHFA website and find a loan officer to submit an application. December 28, 2023, the latest round of ADU funding has been fully allocated. Thanks to our approved participants to their work, and happy building to all the grantees with the ADU projects. So, are you looking to build an ADU project? Maybe it's not for you, maybe you're watching from another state, but if you're in California and you're looking to make a quick buck and take advantage of this grant, because if you're not using your backyard, maybe you're hosting parties, you can host your party somewhere else. Build an ADU in your backyard, and just basically have rent it out to people who need it and get extra income. I'll list some of the websites down below that if you need to look for the ADU project, and for the loan officer, that is up to you on who you need to find, and I will not recommend that because that requires a lot of work and research and a lot of liability. But overall, if you think an ADU project and your land is big enough, I totally recommend you build an ADU, because imagine building a rental property and you living on the same property as yourself. It's basically, as I mentioned before in my previous videos, house hacking. So that's it for this video. If you guys want any more cover up on the ADU and granting project, comment down below and make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.